Why you're not fit to become president. Asari Dokubo slams Osinbajo. Hello everyone, you're welcome to the news. A former Niger Delta militant leader, Asari Dokubo, has slammed Vice President Yemi Osinbajo and the presidential aspirant of the All Progressive Congress APC over his 2023 ambition. Dokubo said Osinbajo was unfit to rule Nigeria because his track record was questionable. The former militant leader said the All Progressive Congress APC presidential aspirant has no solid manifesto, stressing that if President Muhammadu Buhari's administration was disastrous, the vice president failed too. In a Facebook live post, Dokubo also slammed Osinbajo for running for the presidency at the same time Bola Tinubu was vying for the same position. According to Dokubo, the vice president Yemi Osinbajo wants to be president. I dared him the other time. What is he going to tell us, Nigerians? Tinubu took you from your state, Ogun, made you attorney general, gave his slots to you to become vice president. What is your track record that you want to tell Nigerians? Osinbajo is also collectively liable over what happens in Nigeria today. So that is what Asari Dokubo, the very outspoken militant, has said to Osinbajo. He doesn't mince words to show his displeasure at the fact that Osinbajo cannot separate himself from the administration or President Muhammadu Buhari, because as the vice president, he's part of the inner caucus, and so he's going to take full responsibility, just the way his boss is going to take full responsibility of all they've achieved in the last 8 years. Never have we had a time like this before in Nigeria, where even the poor man is not able to buy the cheapest stable food to sustain himself, where the minimum wage keeps nosediving, where insecurity is off the roof, where inflation is at all-time high, and so on and so forth. So really, frankly speaking, the president and the vice president needs to give an account of what they've done in the last 8 years. Rather than them doing so, they are busy politicking. And that's why we just keep up moving up in circles. Because the truth of the matter is, once our leaders know that they are not going to be accountable for what they've done, then they seem to get away with it. Also remember, Asari Dokubo has always been on the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB leaders. He's somebody who will always express his mind without any fear or favor. Anybody going for any political office in Nigeria right now should be ready to be asked questions. And honestly, more than ever before, we Nigerians have chosen to ask questions. Regardless of what your antecedent is, where you're coming from, we need to know that you have an idea of how to, rule us better. Osinbajo cannot claim that he has the answers to Nigeria's problems when he becomes the president, if his impact is not felt to have even resolved it while he's still the vice president. We as Nigerians are going to ask tough questions, and it's not going to be business as usual, because the political class has ended up widening the gap between the political class and the average man on the streets, whom they only romanticize with when it's time for election. Which way, Nigeria? Are we ready to do the needful in 2023? The respect, the regard of political office holders right now is at its lowest, because it's very obvious that the past 8 years has been a year of snoozing, where nothing is working. Our educational sector is at the comatose. Schools have been shut down since February. ASU keeps going on strike. Medical doctors are on strike. They have been complaining of low and poor condition of service, and a lot of them have migrated to the European countries, who are very glad to open their gates to our professionals.